Hi there. A friend of mine asked me an interesting question the other day. That despite what the headlines are reporting, lower interest rates, lower inflation rates, a stronger Kenyan currency, and even the stock market is quite bullish. While it's not rosy for the common man, what exactly is happening? Well, a couple of things come into play here. One of them is the high cost of basic goods and services. Well, the official inflation rate might be low, but this often doesn't reflect the daily reality of the average person. The cost of essential goods like food, rent, and school fees continues to put massive pressure on many households. Two is the job market stagnation. You realize that the economy is not able to generate enough jobs for all of us. A bullish stock market does not necessarily benefit everyone. Actually, it only benefits those at the top of the ladder. Someone who has good investments at the stock market is the only one who is going to feel a commensurate benefit from the bullish market. In addition, while central bank may lower its key lending rate, commercial banks don't always pass on the full benefits of the interest rates to consumers. This means that personal loans and mortgages continue remaining high at the cost of the consumer. Three is the disconnect between macro and microeconomics. Macroeconomic indicators such as interest rates, currency value, and stock market may look good on paper, but they don't necessarily indicate the microeconomic reality of individuals, households, or even small businesses. Stronger Kenyan shilling against the dollar, for instance, could make imports cheaper. But this could be slow to reach the consumer, mostly because the cost of production still remains high. Importers or manufacturers who rely on imported raw materials might not be able to bring the prices of their goods down because of other factors such as the cost of production, which remains high to protect their profit margins. And therefore, the consumer might not be able to feel the immediate effect of a stronger Kenya shilling. Now, how is the common man supposed to protect themselves in an environment like this? Well, I guess the most critical question in this discussion is, how do I survive in times like this? It boils down to two major aspects. One is, how do I manage what I already have? And two, how do I earn more? One, you need to master your personal finances. That is at the micro level. Of course, you cannot control national economy. It is out of your control. But you can control your own personal finances. You need to learn how to manage your money. You need to learn how to save money, how to invest money, and how to cut down on your expenditure. Well, there is a rule of the 50-30-20. You use 50% on your needs, you use 30% on your wants, and you use 20% for savings and investments. Two, you need to cut back on unnecessary spending. Look at your budget and identify places where you can make some savings. For instance, you could decide to use public transport instead of using your vehicle or even using a taxi. Two, you could also decide to cook at home instead of buying food. You could also decide to remove some of the unnecessary subscriptions that you have put and could help you save a few shillings at the end of the month. If you have some loans, you need to decide which ones to go for first. Pay off some of the high interest loans, such as mobile loans that quickly eat up on your money. Cutting expenditure will not be very helpful if your income remains the same. This means that you'll have to find ways of increasing your income. Many people have found an income out of a side hustle that they have begun that has helped them supplement their current earnings. So you need to look keenly on some of the things that you could do to increase your income. Finally, you need to learn to invest. Investments ensures that your money grows over time. It also ensures that you don't lose that money through inflation. Investments could be simple, such as chamas, SACCOs, or it could be complex, such as government bonds and money market funds. There are so many institutions that offer free investment advice For instance, banks. You could also consult a consultant who will help you identify an appropriate investment for you, the best suited for you that will make your money grow. All the best.